In a previous devlog, I showed off a dialogue system that I had made for my delivery game, Putterland. It allowed for branching dialogue, which could check on and alter data variables and the player's quest log. It worked as it should, at least from the player's perspective. Under the hood, however, it was a total mess. Each conversation had its own associated behavior tree, and each and every response, as well as each and every variable check or update, required a bespoke function called an AI behavior to be written. That meant that creating a new conversation took time, lots of time, and that's ignoring the whole voice acting and animation thing. I set it up this way because I followed a YouTube tutorial. Even at the time, I wasn't sure a behavior tree was the right approach for this, but I'd also never made a dialogue system before. Today, I'm showing off my new dialogue system, written entirely in C++, save for a few blueprint hooks to begin a new dialogue, play dialogue sequences, or update the UI. From the start, I knew that the dialogue system would consist of pages, which the player navigates between. I wanted to allow for multiple responses per page. I wanted to enable or disable those responses based upon data variable conditions, including the quest or objective state. I wanted to update data variables, including quest or objective states. I wanted to keep track of which pages have been visited before. My goal was to store all of the necessary information for creating an entire conversation, including its interaction with the player's quest log and global data variables, in a page's description. These page descriptions would be stored in a data table, which would contain all of the game's pages. No bespoke programming required. Creating new conversations would be as simple as creating new rows in this data table. And I've succeeded at this goal. Here's the data table which defines the conversation that you're about to see. Here's a description of the conversation's landing page. When I interact with this NPC, we'll open that landing page in-game.
What is it?
When you first open a page, it will play a level sequence containing the voice audio, lip sync, and other information. A transcript of the page's dialogue will appear in a box at the bottom of the screen, and below that will be a list of available responses. When a page is opened, the page response checker function cycles through each response, checking to see if the response conditions are met. These conditions can check the state of data variables, quest states, or objective states. If all conditions are not met, then a response is disabled. Some responses, like the one on the bottom of this page, are shown when disabled, while others are hidden. There are actually more responses available on this page, but they're hidden for now. We'll come back to that later. By selecting a response, you'll navigate to a new page. Notice how the "Who are you" response is italicized. That means we haven't been to that page before. Let's select it.
I'm Jack Jones, captain of the ship. What is it?
If I were to exit this dialogue and begin a new quest, I'm just hitting a debug key on my keyboard to do this, there's now a new dialogue option available. We couldn't see it before because we weren't meeting the quest conditions to show that response. Now that we are, we can navigate to that page.
I do. I need a reliable crewman to go and give that heavy stone button a good shove. Can I count on you? You've already got a task, eh? Good man. What is it? I do. I need a reliable... Great. Come back once you're finished.
We've now left the dialogue. Notice that the previous dialogue page updated our quest status. If I were to talk to the captain again, there will be a new response that leads to a reminder of my objective.
I need you to press that big stone button.
If I were to complete the objective, I'll then get yet another new response to choose from.
What is it? Good job. Now let's see if it did anything.
And so, with this simple test dialogue, I've shown that my dialogue system can navigate through pages, check response conditions, and modify the player's quest log, all of which can be done through simply adding rows to a data table. Creating additional conversations should now be a breeze compared to the constant coding required by my old system.